If it could speak, it would most likely say, "Blink, I dare ya." If you're new to this whole SCP thing, here's a quick summary. Objects or creatures, known as SCPs, are locked away in a facility due to said object or creature being too dangerous to roam the world. Now back to the intro. You might be asking, why would it dare you to blink? Well, this SCP is known as SCP-173. Origin is as of yet unknown. It is constructed from concrete and rebar with traces of Krylon brand spray paint. SCP-173 is animate and extremely hostile. The object cannot move while within a direct line of sight. Line of sight must not be broken at any time with SCP-173. Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull or by strangulation. In the event of an attack, personnel are to observe Class 4 hazardous object containment procedures. The reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood. Origin of these materials is unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. Yikes! Yeah, this SCP doesn't sound very social. Basically, if you have this SCP in your sights and you blink, you die. SCP-173 is one of the most well-known SCPs out there, and the very first ever SCP to be written and talked about. The SCP Foundation was first mentioned in the paranormal forum of 4chan back in 2007, where a user known as Wesley Moto42 Williams posted this picture known as SCP-173. Since then, more and more SCPs were introduced with their own design and backstory. Now, SCP-173 stands out the most to me from all the other SCPs. I think it's the fact that it's made of non-living materials. It looks lifeless, yet it can have it in a split second to take the life of a human. It's so freaky to me and very, very uncanny. It's one of my favorite SCPs, along with SCP-106 and 096. Imagine this. You are in the SCP Foundation building and there's been a breach. For days you've been trying to lock the SCPs back into their cells. You haven't slept much, if at all. And right in front of you is SCP-173, standing there, lifeless, staring into your soul, ready to end you. And remember, from what you now know, you aren't allowed to blink at all. That's so scary to me. The fact that you are tired and more prone to blink because of it, and you aren't allowed to while in the vicinity of this thing. What the SCP creators have done is turning normal human behavior into a fight for your life. Taking something as simple as blinking and turning it into something like a strategy game, like chess, where you have to constantly think and plan ahead, or else you're... I can go on and on, rambling about what makes SCP-173 so scary, but you get the point. Did you know there's an SCP that very few know about? It's SCP subscribe button. It was founded in October 2005, and millions of people are allowed to view it, if they have it contained, that is. So how about you save your world and contain it by subscribing? Hit the like button while you're at it, and thank you very much for the support. SCP-173 is not just any SCP. It's an SCP that's so dangerous, it's ranked Euclid, which is below Keter. The worst of the worst SCPs hide behind that title. It's recommended to view 173 if you are more than 3 people, as we discussed earlier, giving each person a chance to blink, while the others keep an eye on it. Maybe you didn't get the point, so I'll ramble a bit more. Movies such as Bird Box and A Quiet Place went the same route, turning normal human behavior such as curiosity, looking, making sounds, and communication into a think before you act situation. What is your first instinct when someone tells you to not look? You look, of course. Now how about when someone tells you to not blink? That's what SCP-173 tells you. I would be lying if I said the appearance doesn't play a role in this. But the worst and best part of this SCP is the mental turmoil it leaves you in. Taking a part of what makes you human and turns you into a walking chess game. And this, at the end of the day, my friends, is what makes SCP-173 so terrifying.